This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple of This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete on the trickeration. Maybe time to put that play on the back burner for a while. That was nearly a disaster.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, 50 seconds to mine. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Hey, check. 50 seconds.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They're running it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 29 yards. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wilson now, throwing again. Flush to his right. He's going to take Wilson, hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
March by 4. No chance.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 26 yards. And the Niners are on. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw is incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something.
He's got a man complete. Tyler Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, an even 90 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now it's Wilson, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the 49er hands team does its job. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down to lose 1.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Run left, run left. Motion, motion. Check three. Got it.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
51, Mike 51. Crunch time. Go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll actually wind up losing about 10 yards here, but no matter, they've got the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Gun.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, 50 the mark.
He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Mike's 50. I got this. Mike's 50.
And some room to work. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 29 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Mike 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike's 50. Mike's 54.
And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. From the 24, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Gun. Hey, alert.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson, and it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Go to base. Check. Watch 54. Man, I got you.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. There's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. 20! And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Let's go, D, let's go. Move the team. Hey, let's get Armin. Back. Kill. Hunt, 64. Weak. Touch 50. Excellent.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Get ready.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
I got you. Let's get off the field.
And this lines up a disaster. Nowhere. Near the marker.
Come on now, let's go.